Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, it's Stubbs121, and we are back for the news breakdown. We are bringing you 3 amazing stories that we think that you guys should know. But before we get down to that, guys, hey, come on, drop a sub, drop a like. If you're feeling generous, we really appreciate it. To the channel, to the one, the only Gamers Initiative, thank you guys so much for just being here. We really appreciate it. We do. Like I said, we got 3 great topics that we think that you guys should know more about. Especially Gaston, who's sitting right next to me. He was super excited to tell you guys all about these. And if you guys want to check out more amazing pics from him as well too, check out the links down below to my Instagram, where you're going to see some fantastic pictures. He even agrees. Did you guys hear that? Perfect. All right, let's get underway with our first topic, guys. Let's do this. We'll see you guys in a hot minute. Here we go. Alright guys, first up on our list, we are talking about VR headsets. More specifically, we are talking about Metaquest, originally called the Oculus Quest headset. Now, for those of you that are looking to get your hands on a VR headset soon, it seems like you're going to have to be shelling out a bit more than you were kind of originally anticipated. Now here at Gamers Initiative, we have felt the supply chain. We certainly have, and that's kind of what Facebook, aka Meta, is saying as well too, because they have just released information that they're going to be raising the price of both their Metaquest base model, which is 128 gigabytes, and their 256 gigabyte model as well too. And it's not cheap by any means, guys. They have raised the price significantly, so you guys better keep an eye out for this. Now, like I mentioned, Facebook, aka Meta, the parent company, is the owners of the Oculus VR headset, which is what it was originally called. Now it is called Metaquest 2 VR system. Like I said, there's 2 models. There's the 128 gigabyte model, and there's also the 256 gigabyte model. Now they are increasing the 128 gigabyte model from $299 to $399, and the 256 gigabyte from $399 to $499, guys. You are shelling out a serious pretty penny for these. So if you're looking to buy a VR headset, I would do it sometime soon, and by soon I mean within like the week or 2, because this is beginning, what they say in quotations, in August. Now, as we know, Mark Zuckerberg, the head, the president, CEO, one of the two, I'm not sure, of Meta, basically believes that every sort of meeting or event that it's going to take place within our businesses is going to take place in the virtual reality, and that may be coming. That certainly may be coming. But if you're looking to shell out that much money for a headset right now, almost $500 for the 256 gigabyte, which, to be honest, isn't a whole lot of memory. I mean, 256 gigabyte like 10 years ago, maybe even like 15 years ago, was massive. But we're pumping out 8 terabytes, 10 terabyte easily in a small little hard drive. I mean, that's kind of the way of the future, and unfortunately it looks like the hardware just can't keep up with that. Now, like I mentioned, the chip hardware is affecting a lot of people, and that's something that you would kind of anticipate that they're kind of presenting this increase in price to, but unfortunately they're not. Now, the lifespan of the Metaquest 2 is at its 2-year, and that's usually when we see a significant dip in price of their hardware, but we're not seeing that. We're actually seeing a significant increase, like I had previously mentioned. Now, like I said, we're currently at the 2-year point of the Metaquest 2, or Oculus Quest 2 as it was previously called, Lifeline, and that's where you see that hardware price drop. But again, it's not happening. As stated from reporter Sam Makovic, I apologize if I incorrectly pronounced that name, from Ars Technica, but in traditional hardware release cycle, the 2-year point is when customers might expect the system in question to drop in price or receive some form of streamlined version. And arguably, that's what the Quest 2 did for the original Oculus Quest, which launched in 2019 for $399. The Quest 2 notoriously included significant revisions to get its price lower. The biggest was a downgrade from the OLED technology to LCD for the system's built-in screen, but Oculus, the division's name at the time, also revised the head strap to feel flimsier and removed a crucial interpupillary distance slider for the point where users' eyeballs meet the screen. Now, as a way to say sorry, Facebook has decided to give you, the consumer, a free game. Now, by free, I mean a $30 game that is going for, that $30 price. And we're talking about, widely famous, widely popular Beat Saber. It's a great game. I actually own it for my Oculus. I bought my Oculus last year, and I love Beat Saber. We play it constantly. We find so much enjoyment of it. But again, you're buying a $30 game when the price, or you're getting a $30 game when the price has increased $100. So you're basically still shelling out $70. Now, are you looking to buy a VR headset? Because if you are, you're gonna be shelling out that pretty penny, and it's not gonna be good on your budget, especially the way that the economy is going. And also the Fed's raising the rates on interest. So this might be a time to hold off on actually buying a a VR headset. Now you can actually buy a non-Facebook required, I believe it's non-Meta required, VR headset from them as well too, and I think you only just need an account with Meta. I'm not 100% sure, but it's $800. I did read as well too. So if you don't have a Facebook, if you don't want to have any connection with Facebook, you can shell out $800 for that system. Boy, I don't know, that PSVR and that Steam VR is looking really pretty right now, guys. If you're willing to spend that much money, I don't know. I just couldn't do it if I were looking to buy a VR system right now. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Are you guys going to buy one in the next week or two? Because they're talking about doing this sometime in August. Let me know your guys' comments down below. Alright guys, next up on our list, we are talking about Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, one of the most highly anticipated remakes of our time, basically. Now, Knights of the Old Republic was one of the best RPGs ever created, and is one of my favorite games of all time. So when they announced a remake for this, I was super excited. I don't know about you guys, but I was highly excited, highly anticipated, waiting for this remake to come out, and it's been a number of years that they've actually been working on it. Unfortunately, though, I have some bad news because it looks like that remake has been put on indefinite pause, unfortunately. This is actually coming from reports from Bloomberg first, and then followed by IGN. Now, as per the company developing the remake, provided a demo to both Lucasfilm and Sony, but unfortunately that fell flat. Both were very unimpressed with the current state of the game, and this has caused Asper to look for new contracts and development opportunities. Because of this, both the art director Brad Prince and design director Jason Miner have been fired, which shows that the overall quality of the demo was in poor condition. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the overall feel of Star Wars has been, it's just been kind of a letdown, to be honest. And this is something that I was really hoping to provide some energy, to provide some life into the Star Wars. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Obi-Wan series. I watched it. I could not finish Boba Fett. I just had a really hard time kind of getting into it. And to be honest, the sequel trilogy is utter shit. I despised it. I don't think it's good. I think it was a massive cash grab, and with significant interference from my higher-ups, it just felt like an awful cash grab. It really did. And it's kind of making me appreciate the prequels a whole lot more. Now, granted, they were not great either. There were many parts of the prequel trilogy that are not great, but it's making me appreciate it a whole lot more, especially of how bad the sequel trilogy was. Now, this comes really bad news. Like I had said, they had actually been working on it for 3 years. Both Lucasfilms and Sony was hoping to expect a fantastic demo, something that had actually showed that they've been working on for 3 years. But unfortunately, what they got was not what had actually met expectations. Now, both Prince and Miner had tweeted out basically saying that the revelation that they were being let go was unexpected. They did not expect something like this. And because of that, Asper has looked for new contracts, looked for new developments, and this is not going to help them going forward. So unfortunately, it seems like Knights of the Old Republic remake is going to be paused indefinitely, and I don't know when we're going to get this. Possibly in the next 10 years? I don't know. I hope so. I think I'm just going to go back to playing the original, guys, because it's better than kind of what we're getting for most RPGs right now. I don't know, maybe. There's a number of great RPGs out there, but it still takes the cake as one of the greatest RPGs of all time, pretty much. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Are you guys upset? Are you guys okay with this? Like, I don't know. I'm definitely going to show, what I can of the trailer and things like that, because that's what really hyped me up. But, I don't know if the demo that they had actually seen is available to the public audience, but from what we're seeing, they weren't happy. So that means that you as a consumer are probably not going to be happy what you got as well, too. So alright guys, last up on our list, we are talking about the widely popular and surprisingly well-received Multiverse. Now, what I'm not talking about is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which was a decent movie. It wasn't great by any means, but Marvel decided to take a chance when it came to a horror movie, and it did fairly well. No, what I'm actually talking about is the game, the free-to-play game that is kind of a Super Smash Bros. Clone called Multiverse. Now, Multiverse, it actually has a number of Warner Brothers characters, ranging from Batman, you got Shaggy and Scooby, you got Jake the dog, and you also have animated LeBron James as well too, and they're in, like I said, a Super Smash Bros. Clone. This has received a massive amount of success, even just in a beta launch. Now, reports are coming in. We are seeing a peak concurrent base of players reaching around 145,000 players as of July 27th. And that's just on stream alone, which you can still also pick this up on PlayStation and Xbox. And you're actually seeing massive, uptick in pretty much, Xbox and PlayStation as well too, because you were actually seeing that Xbox's most played list, it actually got second place just behind Fall Guys. Now on Steam alone, like I said, that beats out Warframe, that beats out Rust, and that also actually beats out concurrent players for Destiny 2 as well too. So they must be doing something great, and I hope that this trend continues. I really do, because generally when we see a game like this, we see a high peak and then all of a sudden it completely drops off. And a lot of these games, a lot of these clones that are very similar to Super Smash Bros, like PlayStation All-Stars, they don't do great. They really don't. They kind of fall flat, and unfortunately that's kind of how things go. But it seems like they're actually getting a really good response from a lot of people. Now, like I said, a beta launch had just come out, and we're already starting to see nerfs for characters and players that are maybe just a little bit too strong. Now, this was a report from Ryan Leston of IGN. Despite a smooth beta launch, Multiverse players have already seen some nerfs implemented to the popular character Taz. If you haven't been following early access, Taz's Tornado has been dominating the character's kit and presenting a non-obvious knowledge check for newer players. Read yesterday's patch notes. By reducing its effectiveness, we hope to improve its gameplay health and loop and bring the game to a healthier state for newer players. Now, I wasn't overly super excited for this. I had seen it and I thought it was just going to be another Super Smash Bros. Clone, and that's kind of where I had actually approached it. But seeing the response that we're getting from a lot of players, as well as the concurrent player list, not only in Steam, but Xbox and PlayStation, which PlayStation Store, it was second behind Stray. I mean, this might be the game to pick up. I mean, who knows? This might be the kind of the new Fall Guys kind of style. Who knows? It might actually beat out Fortnite, which I don't expect is going to happen. Fortnite is absolutely massive. I mean, they're on chapter 3 or season 3. I don't know. They've been out for freaking ever. But it does provide a little bit of competition for Fortnite and some of those bigger titles like League of Legends, Rocket League, things like that. So I'm really excited to pick this game up. I'm probably going to pick it up on Steam and just play it on my computer, but I also might pick it up from PlayStation Store and just hang out with my wife and play with her. So who knows? I'm probably going to pick up Batman or Shaggy and Scooby. Those are kind of my two favorites right there. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. If you guys want to play with me, let me know. I would love to have a community group of players as well too, where we can just play, have fun, and stream it on live. Stream it on Twitch, and we'll post a video for it as well too. But let me know, guys. Reach out in the comments below if you guys want to play. And who knows? We'll see you guys then. Alright guys, thank you guys so much. That wraps it up for the news breakdown. We covered 3 great titles, talking about the VR headset from Facebook, aka Meta, jacking up the price an extra $100. So if you're willing to shell out that pretty penny, all the power to you guys, but I would hold off for a little while. I really would. We also talked about the Multiverse, one of the widely popular beta launch games that was a clone of Super Smash Bros. That is knocking it out of the park, doing phenomenally well. And also, unfortunately, that Knights of the Old Republic remake has been put on indefinite pause, it seems, because of the developers' poorly received demo that they had put out for Lucasfilms and Sony. 3 really good topics, guys, that we thought that you guys should know. So we hope that you guys appreciate it. We hope that you guys appreciate us bringing this news to you guys. And if you guys like this stuff, please definitely don't forget to hit that sub button, that like button, and that bell button to be notified of any new videos that are coming out. Really appreciate you guys here. We thank you guys so much for just being a part of it. So thank you guys for everything. Like we always say, don't forget to be awesome, and don't forget to love, because hell, we could always use it. And I'll be sure to catch you guys on the next video. Adios, guys. Have a great day.